Off season is officially over. We are entering training camp. So, what's up, everybody? The Chicago Sports Talk Michael back at it again with another video. Today, we're going to be reacting to Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus press conference here today. It's been a while since, we did this. So I'm gonna pause whenever like they're saying like something like I need to talk about.
All right, so welcome back. It's good to see everyone. Want to start off by just thanking a few groups as we kick this thing off. But first, our players. I thought this spring they did an outstanding job. They attacked the process. They had a ton of energy. I think one of the cool things that you saw leading into the summer is how much time they spent with each other, just building that bond and that trust, especially for the new guys that were coming in.
All right. So Ryan Poles is talking about how Justin Fields gathered um, teammates and even rookies all the way to Florida to train for the upcoming year. So Justin Fields is creating that chemistry a lot with his new teammates, and it's talked about it on the Netflix film a lot. If y'all haven't been checking out the Netflix film of the quarterbacks, but they've been pretty much talking about how chemistry of quarterbacks matter a lot. Like Andy Reid also said on there about how it was important for Patrick Mahomes to still be the one that he was even without Tyreek Hill, and that was because he uh, was doing very good offseason program with his wide receivers.
That was good to see. Even the guys that went down to Florida and prepared with Justin. Our coaches, I thought they did a great job in the spring, continue to make improvements and coaching our guys up. And again, just like the players, building that relationship with the guys to have that open communication and trust. And then finally, the performance team and athletic trainers. I don't think people understand how much time they put into these individualized plans to get players to their peak performance. If that's rehab, if that's nutrition for their body weight, or just overall strength and explosion. We really aim to be the best in the league at preparing our players, and I think they did an outstanding job.
Ryan Poles changed the culture of this team just by saying that. It feels different now that we're in a different a new regime. Like we all hear, like, oh, you guys don't have a proven head coach, a proven GM, but I'm just ready to deep ready to win because the culture here is very different from where it was a few years ago under Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. Like Matt Eberflus really, changed the culture, and so did Ryan Poles.
So we're excited about the season. We've improved our roster. We've improved continuity. And we're excited about that. We're excited about raising the level and raising the expectations. I think great teams have high expectations and they go chase that. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do that in training camp. So right now our focus is hitting training camp, continuing to improve our players as individuals and then the units in terms of the communication and working together so that we can have success during the fall. I know there's going to be a lot of questions about contracts. I'm not going to get into the contracts, who we're talking to or not talking to, and all that. When we have something, we'll update you as soon as something happens. In terms of injuries, the first wave of guys came through. Everyone's been cleared. We're pumped about that. And just like when I talked about the performance team, our guys are going to continue to monitor them and make individualized plans in terms of workload, reps, all of that. So we'll be in touch with that to make sure everyone's in a good spot so they can be successful. In terms of updates, I know everyone saw Claypool got cleared off of PUP. Just needed an extra day or two to get him right. And we're excited about.
So they just put Chase Claypool on the pub list just to be safe, to see where he was at. So that was the reason why Chase Claypool was on the pub list.
About him, he's been working hard. He's been spending extra time with our staff, getting up to speed. He's been with Justin, building that that relationship with him so they can play well together. And then finally, just recent roster changes. Buddy Johnson we added, as well as Isaiah Ford. Pass it to coach.
Yeah, so you saw when you walked in today, the flag 34 representing Walter Payton. Respect to him on his birthday.
Shout out to Walter
Start
Payton,
off
by the
with
way.
that. And
Rest in
I
peace,
too want to
legend.
also credit the players and the staff and the coaches, for the work they put in the spring. It was big for us to be able to work on the individual guy and their mind, body, and spirit. We did a nice job with that, working through those. And then also really with the guys in the summer, I issued a challenge to them. They had 40 days in the summer to come back.
You see how Matt Eberflus challenges his players to get better? That's obviously better than Matt Nagy. And I'm going to get a lot of comments be like, "Whoa, he needs to prove himself." Like Eberflus really has changed the culture about how this team, works and operates.
In great shape, and we've seen several of those guys or talked to some of those guys here, and body comps are down, lean mass is up, strength and endurance is up. So we're excited to see where they are as we get going today with the conditioning test. And then really this is all about this training camp for us is all about skill development. It's about strengthening the individual man, the unit, or the positions, the unit. And then our football team, and then really development of the schemes. We're in process in the spring of developing a big part of our schemes, and that's important for us to continue to do that and really push the guys to push the envelope and to get better, each offense, defense, and special team. So we're going to be doing that here. And then really the look for us as the coaches is that, who are our elite competitors? We want guys to compete at an elite level. And that's going to be evident, once we get the pads on. Of course, we have our ramp up period, but we want to make sure that is going to be a big focus for us because that's how you win football games. And you do that day in and day out, and we're excited about being able to enhance those guys. And we got a new football team, as you know. We got a lot of guys that are brand new with the last two draft classes, and then all the free agency guys that we picked up. And we're excited about bringing those guys and keep bringing those guys together as a football team.
I absolutely love how Eberflus portrayed that. And on my interview with Keith on the mic, if y'all haven't checked out that video I did, Matt Eberflus officially changed the culture of this team. And he changed, he's building a foundation of this team. And I know what people are going to say, well, he's not proven yet, but I believe in his honest words. He's not like a coach that needs to lie to the media like Matt Nagy was a lot of times.
So with that, we'll open up to questions.
Ryan, you've mentioned.
All right, so now they're opening up to questions, and I want to get to I'm not going to try to bombard you boring by this video, so we're going to get to the main topics that I found. So GM Ryan Poles said that Chase Claypool just needed an extra day or two to get right. That was his explanation of why he was on the PUP list for a day. Also, Ryan Poles didn't rule out making a addition to the roster when asked about an edge rusher, but also said that there's guys we have high expectations for. Also, Poles on what he expects from quarterback Justin Fields this year, just improve. He said self-assessment and being able to improve upon his weakness will be the key. Also, Chicago Bears general manager Ryan Poles said that wide receiver Darnell Mooney has been cleared to practice. Chase Claypool is also good to go, and they will be ready in pads tomorrow. Poles, when asked about extensions, had a wonky report. He said he doesn't have a timeline, but would prefer to get them done sooner or later if he was in that position. Also, Ryan Poles also said that rookie offensive tackle Darnell Wright lost weight and body fat this offseason. And he also was asked about a pass rush, saying that it takes two to make sure they work out. He indicates that he interested in adding one if he can. Also confirming that tomorrow will be the next padded practice will be next Wednesday. So Justin Fields, we're gonna react to because Ryan Poles and Matty Rivers were not the only individuals that spoke. It was also Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney. All right, here we go.
Justin, what were you guys able to accomplish in Florida with those workouts you guys did together?
Yeah, really just wanted to bring some of the guys down there and get together before camp and just work out a little bit, hang out a little bit. So it was good getting some of the receivers and tight ends down there and just working out and spending time together.
Justin, what's the extent of the work you've done with Mooney in the last couple of months, and what's kind of your perspective on where he's at as he kind of works his way back?
Yeah, I mean we've thrown a good bit, and of course Moon is a very hard worker, so I know he's going to get back to the spot that he needs to be at. So yeah, just trying to get him back to where he was last year and feeling even better. So I think that's where we are now. He's looked really good, and excited for what he does this season.
Someone who's been close to him for a couple of years, how would you kind of describe his process? And it's been a long road for him, not only physically but mentally, to just endure the rehab part of this.
I mean, yeah, he's faced it head up. Every day. I mean, he's probably been in here rehabbing, doing 2-a-days, working out a lot, just trying to get back right. So, like I said before, he's a hard worker, and I mean, he's faced it head on, and I mean, he's good mentally, good physically, and he's gonna be good to go.
This is how Justin Fields is a very good leader of men, always speaks highly of his teammates very well, saying that he's a very hard worker, and Justin Fields took time out of his day to get the receivers ready to go for training camp, to come down here in Florida and train together to prepare for training camp in the new season. Like, you want a quarterback that can do that. Most of the Chicago quarterbacks never did what Justin Fields did. I have yet to see anybody combat me with Trubisky doing the same thing that Justin Fields did or a Jay Cutler did.
Just, I know that wins and losses matter to you more than individual accomplishments, but by the standards you have for yourself, how would you grade last season?
I mean, I think there were areas where I could have, done better at, of course. I mean, I don't have a letter grade for you, to be honest with you, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely areas that I could have improved on and get better, and that's what every day is for. Just get better and just trying to really get everybody around me better too. So yeah.
Say this offseason specifically, what did you work on to try to fix those things you want to get better?
I worked on a lot of things, the stuff that I need to work on. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a full list of everything, but just stuff I need to work on.
For
Get
both,
better at.
How do the
both of you, as you
49ers
get, like,
pass
into
on this
camp and
guy?
go forward, do you go through like a season-long write down goals that you have for yourself? What's your process like of setting yourself up mentally for what you want to accomplish in camp and so and beyond that?
Not really goals, but like coming from where I came from, I just want to win. Here, everybody wants to win. The whole main goal in the NFL is to win. So go above 500, make the playoffs, and start the postseason 0-0 and go from there. That's the main goal.
See what DJ Moore said in that. He says the main goal is to win. Nothing else matters. Darnell Mooney also said, get ready to win. And also DJ Moore also said, get ready to win as well. So you see how the players are like having they're having a leadership moment, and also building that confidence forward. It just gives you like chills down your spine whenever you like talk about it. Like DJ Moore, spoke about it, how he does. The goal is to be 500, make the playoffs, and make a run for a Super Bowl run. That's the ultimate goal for every player's mindset.
Same thing. I think, everybody around here has the same goal. So, yeah, not necessarily writing goals, but we all know what the ultimate goal is, and that's to win the Super Bowl. So, like DJ said, just, 500 or better in the season and make the playoffs and go from there. So, but of course, everybody knows what the ultimate goal is, and that is to win a Super Bowl. So, yeah.
This is the first time in your career you've got a little bit of consistency heading into training camp. With that in mind, having a little bit of consistency, does anything feel different on this report day compared to the past?
Consistency meaning what?
Like you have Luke Getzey here for a second year in a row,
Mhm.
building off of the offense that you're doing last time, instead of resetting.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you're in the same offense, 2 consecutive years, it does make it easier, and you're not, having to learn to.
Also, this is the first time in Justin Fields' career that he's going into his third season, well, I wouldn't say his third, his second season with the same exact offensive coordinator and the same exact offensive scheme. So that's what he's trying to say, that it's a lot easier now because he knows how the offense is working now, and he knows how to operate the offense now that this is his second year in the same offense for the first time ever in his career. Like, he hasn't had that since college. Like, I told everybody, like everyone said that last year he's translating from a new offense to another offense because he went from a bootleg Alex Smith, Kansas City to a whole different. So a lot of our players were trying to find a new scheme for this Luke Getzey offense that the Bears were running.
New offense, new protections, new language within an offense. So this offseason has definitely been easier for me in terms of, just diving deeper into the playbook and, just a better understanding of it. So, yeah, I've definitely felt, way more comfortable, this offseason and OTAs than I have the past two for sure.
You said last week 4,000 yards could be an individual goal to accomplish this season?
I mean, yeah. Of course, a Bears quarterback hasn't done it yet, so that would be cool. And with the help of this guy, hopefully I can get there. So yeah.
Yeah,
You
he's
just
got a
talked
point.
about how you can help this offense. Have you had a chance to look around and see how this offense can help you in what ways specific?
Yeah, coming from different backgrounds of offenses, this offense is pretty unique. A lot of different tags and terms that I had to learn coming in. So it helped me grow more than I already was, but it just taking me to the next level just to understand like the main concepts and different terminology behind things.
DJ, you play with a lot of quarterbacks. How long realistically do you think it will be for you and Justin to be on the same page and rolling? Can you do that week one?
Why not do it tomorrow, the next day, and just build from there, and then y'all have to see come week one.
Justin, how much work were you able to get in?
That's why DJ Moore is going to be my reason that Justin Fields takes that next step of becoming a passer. You see how he's willing to build that connection with Justin Fields, unlike Odell, that didn't want to work with Baker Mayfield. DJ Moore is willing to have that connection with Justin Fields whenever. So DJ Moore is showing why he can take Justin Fields to the next step. So DJ Moore is putting in all that hard work. Same with Justin Fields. Like this team, like I said, this team, it feels different from what it was last year. It feels different.
With Chase after, I know he missed most of the offseason program. When did you guys start working together in Florida?
Yeah, we actually threw a couple of times up here before we went down to Florida. So we were able to get some work in a little bit, and then he also did come down to Florida, as y'all probably saw. But yeah, we were able to work out a few times before. His knee started bothering him a little bit. So yeah.
How did he look?
He looked good. He looked good. He looked good. I'll leave it at that. But like I said, in the springtime, he worked really hard from last year to learning the offense and really just putting his best foot forward and just trying to learn. So I think it was tough last year coming in midseason and trying to learn our offense because it's so complex. But you know, this spring I was proud of him, just the way he, you know, he worked and just really the way he attacked each and every day. So yeah.
Justin, we've seen the NFL start to release the top 100 players list. And we've seen a few preview clips of players like Nick Bosa praising you for your ability to leave the pocket, to escape, to rush.
Mhm.
While that is a great feeling, obviously, being able to do that, does that put pressure on you to throw more, to prove yourself more, passing as a quarterback?
Not really. I think, you know, like DJ said, we just focus.
If y'all don't know what Justin's talking about, he's talking about, you know, him being in the NFL 100, him being ranked 86, which I'm not going to complain about because it's one of my players. So I think it's well deserved, even though I think Trevor should have been more higher than Fields, in my opinion. But like I said, if Mac Jones made the NFL 100 list, anybody can make that 100 list.
On winning games, to be honest with you. I know that's going to come, to be honest with you. So I'm not worried about, you know, I guess putting pressure on. I don't feel pressure to, you know, pass more or do anything like that. I think that's just naturally going to come with, you know, everybody getting more comfortable with the offense. And
See why I believe in this quarterback. He doesn't feel pressure to throw because this is, like I said earlier, he's going into his second year with the same offense that he had, you know, his first time he had it. You know, when we changed from offensive coordinators, we changed coaching personnel. Like, he feels more comfortable in this offense.
You know, the players around me. So, yeah.
I remember you mentioning that toward the end of last season, you did not want to repeat of the 1K rushing yards. Does that make you a little more hesitant this year to rush more or start to rush less? How does that?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not thinking like before a play he breaks down like, oh, I'm gonna run this play or I'm gonna pass this play. I think it just happens the way it happens. So yeah, I don't make the decision beforehand whether I'm gonna pass or run, to be honest with you. So
Justin, did you watch the quarterback show on Netflix?
I did.
What'd you think of it? And then obviously you were part of that a show like that when you were in high school.
All right, that's kind of irrelevant. So we're gonna get to the main parts of that. The main parts right now of that. So Justin Fields says that he was able to throw to Chase Claypool before they went down to Florida. Also, if you didn't, he said that he was gonna. He said he wasn't interested in participating in the Netflix quarterback show. He said he wants to keep everything natural around the building. It says he won't rule out long term. He said he was asked about participating in the Netflix quarterback show. Also, it's important to note that Justin Fields was the quarterback one when he was in high school, so he already knows what it's like to live a season with cameras following him. And also, DJ Moore said a quote that I'm forever going to be friends with Justin Fields. Let the chills go down your spine. That brings chills down my spine every single day right now that DJ Moore has said that. Also, yeah, so that was the main points that I spoke to that were on that list. Like I said, this team culture is very different. Is very, very different from what it was last year. Like, I just can't wait for the season to start. It can't come any sooner. Like, I know there's haters that are on, like I said, always, but at the end of the day, you know, we just have to see how the season plays out for the rest of the individuals. But I think Justin Fields is going to take the next step. Like I said, I believe in this kid. I believe in all the hard work that he's putting through. And, you know, now that he has a actual, you know, supporting cast around him and a average offensive line and the same exact offense, the sky's the absolute limit for this kid. And he's going to show exactly why the Jets, the 49ers, and the Carolina Panthers and the Falcons were stupid to pass up on him. You know, he's going to show exactly why, you know, they made a mistake of passing up on him. That's why I believe so much in this kid. I really can't wait for him to succeed because, you know, he's the first Chicago Bears quarterback that I'm aware of that is willing to put in the time and effort, you know, to build these connections with these receivers like DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool. Also got Tyler Scott, Cole Kmet, and Robert Tonyan. Like I said, bro, I absolutely love how this, you know, is going well for the Chicago. Like, I honestly believe this team could win 10 games, bro. I believe it with my chest. The Bears will win 10 games, bro. I love this culture, bro. Like if Justin Fields like has an MVP season, then you're maybe looking at a 11, 12, 13 win team right here. If Justin Fields like can like be an MVP quarterback this year. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but you know, I expect this team to go 10-7. Like Justin Fields like breaks my expectations and like has an MVP, then you're looking at an 11, 12, 13 win team here. Because, you know, it's the culture that you know, this regime has, and I understand that we're gonna have to see how they prove it on the field because paper, the Bears look like they have a good team around to possibly, you know, start winning. But like I said, yeah, we have to wait and see how, you know, it works out. But I do believe that Justin Fields is gonna take the next step as a passer. So folks, individuals that are watching this, you know, I can't wait for this year, bro. I really can't wait for this year. So anyways, that's it for today's video. Tomorrow when we get training camp news, apparently it's not open to the public. Like it will be on the 27th, which I'll be doing the podcast, you know, talking about training camp and talking about going through like each and every like practice style and where the team is at right now, and you know what's better going forward. But unless like the Bears sign somebody like that that I'm aware of, you know, I'll be live to break that news down. But like I said, bro, I can't wait to report training camp to you guys. You know, you guys are too important to me. You know, I never will steer my fan base wrong. That's a fact. I will never steer my fan base in the wrong direction. So anyways, that's it. That's all for today's video. Leave a like. Always hit the subscribe button. You know, we got 5 people in here. Let's hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you are new here. I have to remind everybody that. So, as always, thank you all for watching. And bear down always.